Consilium Delectorum Cardinalium, Episode 10. Ex hoc fonte, sancta pater, tanquam ex equo Troiano, irdru perdere in ecclesiam Dei, tot abusus et tam gravissimi morbi, quibus nunc conspicumus eam ad desperationem ferdere salutis labordrasse, vel manasse hardrum redrum fama ad infideles usque. The Consilium continues, and the cardinals say, ex hoc fonte, from this source, from this fountain, sancta pater. Sancta pater is masculine, singular, and vocative. They're speaking to Paul III, the Pope, who commissioned the Consilium, and this then is vocative, Holy Father, as though ex equo Troiano, as though from a Trojan horse, irdru perdere in ecclesiam Dei, there broke forth. Irrupere is the third plural, perfect indicative active, of the verb irrumpo. Irrumpo means to break out. The second principal part is irrumpere, because it is a third conjugation verb, and the third principal part on which this form is built is irrupi. So this form with ere and the long mark tells us that it's perfect. This is a third plural, and it has been syncopated. So the full form is irruperunt, like so, but as is often the case, it is spelled like this. It's abbreviated. There have broke forth against the Church of God tot abusus, so many abuses. Abusus is masculine, plural, and nominative. As a fourth declension noun, it has this ending as the nominative, and it's the subject of irrupere. There have broken forth against the Church so many abuses, et tam gravissimi morbi, and such very serious gravissimi diseases. Gravissimi and morbi are masculine plural and nominative, and gravissimi is a superlative adjective, the positive degree being gravis, the comparative gravior, and this the superlative gravissimus, now in the plural. And these are diseases, morbi, by which, quibus. The antecedent of quibus then is morbi, and quibus is masculine, plural, and ablative, agreeing in gender and number with its antecedent, but the case dependent on its use. By which diseases, now, we see conspicuous that she, meaning the Church, this introduces oratio obliqua, indirect statement, that she, to the point of despairing or giving up of her salvation, almost, vere, laborassa, that she, the Church, has struggled almost to the point of giving up any chance of being saved from these terrible burdens. This is what the cardinals say. Or manasse famam. When I read this before, I thought it was fama in the original reading, but I see now that this is the ligature for famam, and thus it is the subject, accusative subject of the infinitive manasse. Or, in fact, the report, hardrum redrum, the report of these doings, these affairs, has spread, manasse. And this is the first conjugation verb, mano, manare. This is built on the third principal part. It's a perfect active infinitive, and the full form would be manawisse, like this. But as so often happens, this syllable has dropped. The report of these evils has even spread all the way up to ad infideles usque, all the way out to the infidels, to those who are unfaithful. That is, the heathen nations, those outside of Christendom, have now heard, according to the cardinals, just how corrupt the Church has become, how she is laboring under such diseases. And this is a portrait of Alessandro Farnese, Paul III, who was Pope from 1534 to 1549, who commissioned and published this Consilium.